Howdy folks, Todd here with Great Escape Farms. This is our strawberry and sweet potato patch, and you can't see a strawberry in here because they have been covered by the sweet potatoes, but we are going to start harvesting them today. The reason that it looks all matted down is because Murphy right here has been hunting. He swears there's some kind of rodent in here and he's going to get it regardless of how many sweet potatoes he's going to tear up. So I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting. I have 8 different varieties in here. I'm going to see if I can keep them separate as well as save some of the tops here and try to overwinter some for next year so I can get some slips started. If not, then I'll do it with the sweet potatoes. Murray, you're on video, dude. So let me go ahead and start digging and figure out the best camera angles here, and then I'll pick up from there and show you what I'm up to. I have the first 2 rows dug up, and I'm also taking the soil. I have that in the red bins there because, let me back up, from this red flag over across to that one over there, I'm going to be putting a swale in day after tomorrow. So I need to dismantle a portion of this, and in the process of doing so, that'll make this smaller overall, and I'm going to use this soil to raise it up higher, so it won't be as long, but it will go higher because I'm thinking I need more soil here, and I'll troubleshoot later after I do the others. But I did one variety, and that's what I had sweet potato wise, which really isn't a whole heck of a lot, but we will see what we get after we harvest some others. The last batch was Okinawa and had a purplish color to it. The current batch, which is right here, was Nancy Hall, and that had a boatload of them. And next up is Carolina Red. I've run across a couple of those so far, so I just laid them up on top. So definitely Okinawa just didn't do quite as good as the Nancy Hall. Nancy Hall, it was prolific. These are Carolina Ruby, and not quite as many as Nancy Hall, although this is a 7-gallon bucket instead of a 5-gallon. But these things are huge. Absolutely. And that one is even bigger, although I did have a rodent chewing on it. I had a rodent in here chewing on a couple of them, which is why my rat terrier is just going to town trying to find them. He found one mouse in here, and he keeps looking for other stuff. Okay, so we are 3 months later. I realized I didn't shoot any more video on that series. I got wrapped up in other things. So let me give you a quick overview of what happened here. So I ended up with actually 6, not 8 varieties, and I did go ahead and harvest them in various different size bags here. And I brought them into the office, and I put them in a bathroom, which was relatively small, and I laid pans of water in there on top of a mobile heater. And I did that for 10 days, got it up into the mid to upper 80s, and that kind of hardened them off. I think they call it curing. And that helped the skin get harder and allowed it to make it so they will stay long term. It will be viable long term. Then I went ahead and I bagged them up, and after you cure them, then you have to let them sit for 4 to 6 weeks just so that they get their full sweetness and everything else. So we did that, let them sit for a while. We've been using them for about 6 weeks now, and we still have probably 60 or 70 pounds left in here. Each bag is a different variety in here now, and so far they've been great. So I did the original video in October, and this is the end of January. So we are going on 3 full months here, and they are still great. We're making chips out of them and fries out of them and other different recipes with them. And some of them started with little slips, and I'll show you them in here. And I'm trying to grow some more slips out of them, and then I'm putting them down into jars of water down here, and I will start the process over and see if I can keep them going. So I'll give you an update in another video on that, but that is it for this video, and we will see you in another one.